I'm Geoff Baker of the Seattle Times. Welcome to Around the Blogosphere, our daily look at the goings-on involving the Seattle Mariners as written up in local blog posts. And we're going to start today off with Pro Ball Northwest, where author John Shields takes another look at the entire left field battle between Milton Bradley and Michael Saunders. Shields goes over it in detail and comes to the conclusion that not much has changed in regards to how the organization actually sees that battle, despite what may or may not have been said in spring training. So it's worth taking a look at to see what Shields has to say on the situation. Now, moving along, we've got Soto Mojo, where author Brett Miller assures everybody in the blogosphere that he still trusts in Mariners general manager Jack Zduriencik. And some of the reasoning used by Miller is that there was no way possible for Zduriencik to know that so many of his position players that he picked up over the winter of 2009-2010 were going to fail as miserably as they ended up doing. Now, you've heard me talk about this before. I think that some of that has to do with the very design of the offense, the way it was designed to have high on-base percentage guys, but not a whole lot of power, in fact, almost no slugging power whatsoever. That said, though, I do agree with some of what Miller has to say. I don't think you can hold an entire, just one season on Jack Zduriencik and use it as grounds to show him the door out of Seattle. I think he has to get more than that 1 year to show what he can do, and I think we're going to decide some of it this year. But it's worth having a look at, just to have a read. Now, we move along to Mariner Central, where author Lonnie takes a look at the question a lot of us are asking, what is a Chaz Rowe? Exactly. I think I wrote somewhere that Chaz Rowe was one of the Brat Pack members, along with Emilio Estevez, Demi Moore, and all those folks back in the 80s. But Chaz Rowe is actually a pitcher who the Mariners acquired, a minor league pitcher who they acquired from the Colorado Rockies in the Jose Lopez trade. And let me tell you, Lonnie goes at Chaz Rowe in depth. He tells you everything you want to know statistically, video-wise, everything at all about Chaz Rowe. So you're going to know a whole lot more about him when you finish reading Mariner Central today. And finally, we stop. Our last stop involves some humor. We look at SB Nation, where they are publishing a series of fictitious letters from baseball players to their parents back home. It's kind of like the first day of summer camp. Well, they're making this the first day of spring training, and they're penning a bunch of letters from Seattle Mariners players this time, guys like Felix Hernandez, Jack Wilson, David Aardsma, writing letters back home to their folks, and some of the letters are pretty funny. So have a look at that and see what they have to say. Remember, it's all fiction, none of it's real. But if you want to stay real and you want to know what's going on with the Seattle Mariners, just stay tuned right here to the Mariners blog for all the details. I'm Geoff Baker. I'll see you at the ballpark.